everyone, and welcome back to Vlogmas. So I took a few days long break from uploading for Vlogmas, and I kind of desperately needed it because I was getting a little bit overwhelmed with the uploading schedule that I had for myself. I really should have just stuck with what I did last year and started vlogging on December 1st and uploading on December 2nd. This schedule is just really overwhelming for me. However, I did want to quickly talk about a brand that is very near and dear to my heart, and that is Ana Luisa. So they recently let me pick out 4 more new pieces of jewelry, and I absolutely love them. If you don't know what Ana Luisa is, they are a sustainable jewelry brand. They provide high quality, beautiful pieces that you can feel good about wearing, and all of their styles start at just $39, which I think is an incredible deal, especially for this kind of jewelry. For me, when I'm picking out jewelry, the 2 things that I look at are price and quality, and I feel like Ana Luisa has the best of both worlds. Like for me personally, I wear my Ana Luisa necklaces and earrings basically all day long, and even when I'm sleeping sometimes if I forget to take them out, and they have truly stood up to everything that I put them through. So this time around I picked out 4 different pieces of jewelry, 2 earrings and 2 necklaces. So I am currently wearing the Bea necklace and I love it. I think it's so pretty. It's just very subtle and has this really beautiful little green gemstone in the middle. And then on my ears I'm wearing the Paris earrings in my first hole. They are so cute. And then in my second hole I'm wearing the Percy earrings, which are really cool. They have this sort of illusion that makes it look like you have 2 piercings, but it's just 1 earring. And then the last necklace I got is this really beautiful heart pendant necklace, and it is the Lev necklace. I absolutely love this one. It is so pretty. I love the chain that it's on, and I love that it just comes with this puffy little heart. It's so cute. And this time around I actually asked them if they would provide a chain extender for me, because as a plus size person I can find it particularly difficult to find necklaces that will fit around my neck. But thankfully Ana Luisa provides this really beautiful chain extender, as you can see, and it has this really pretty little like gem at the end of it, and it just blends so perfectly into their necklaces. It doesn't look super obvious that you have a chain extender on it. So if you are interested in checking out Ana Luisa, they guarantee fast and free shipping anywhere in the US, and you can also check down below in the description. I have a link for you guys that will give you up to 35% off your order. And if you're looking for a very last minute Christmas gift, I think that this is the perfect place to look for one. Also, now I can't decide if I want to wear the heart necklace today or if I want to wear the other one. I kind of want to do the heart necklace. I haven't really worn it all that much. I've worn this one so much, but the heart necklace is one I have not worn. I do feel bad for not having uploaded in a little while, so I hope that that's not too much of a bummer. I am going to try to include some clips from earlier this week just to kind of show you guys what I've been up to. But last night I did actually finish a book finally, and I finished Midnight Strikes by Ziba Shanaz, and I absolutely loved this book, even more than I could have imagined. I ended up giving it 5 out of 5 stars, and it was seriously so good. I had read a few of the reviews on Goodreads before I picked it up, and I got a little bit nervous because it kind of has a lower average rating than I was expecting it to have, and a lot of people just kind of seemed to be very meh about it. Not too many people like hated the book, but a lot of people were just kind of like, it wasn't for me, I didn't really love it, whatever. And so I kind of went in, I guess, with like lower expectations than I had previously had for this book, and maybe that helped a lot, but I loved it. And it kind of had some of like my favorite aspects of other books. Like it felt very much like Caraval, but it also kind of felt like A Winter's Promise. Okay, so the gardeners are here and I'm going to have to continue this clip later, so I'm gonna just go make myself lunch. I will be back once the gardeners leave because my dogs are gonna go nutso and it's gonna be super loud. I made some lunch and I just finished, so I figured I should probably get back to talking about the book that I read last night. And I don't think I got very far into talking about it before I got very rudely interrupted by the gardeners. But basically it is a time loop fantasy, and it's set within this like fantastical world, and it really only takes place within one day. And the main character, Anais, she is a visiting noble, or like at least her family has some sort of prominence, and she's been attending balls and parties because her mom wants her to get married, and this is the last ball of the season. It's very important to her, but she isn't really super interested in that kind of thing. So she's not particularly looking for a husband or to get married, so she just goes to the ball to appease her mother. And at the ball, once midnight strikes, bombs go off and everybody dies. But for Anais, she ends up waking up and it's the same exact day again, and she has to start it all over. And she happens to be the only person who has any memory of what happened, and so she has to be the one to figure out how to stop the bombing and how to save everybody's lives. And admittedly, I have not read very many time loop fantasies, or really any at all that I can think of. Now I'm kind of intrigued. I kind of want to read more of these kind of fantasy books, because I think that this might be something that I am interested in. I never thought of wanting to read a time loop fantasy before, so this is so different for me. But I really enjoyed it, and it was like so intricate, and I kind of compared it to playing a game of chess in my review. There were so many twists and turns and so many important decisions, and she had to like be very cunning and sly and figure out which people were important to this plot. And it was really exciting to see the progression that she would make every single day of being like, what do I need to do differently, and who do I need to talk to, and how can I manipulate the situation into working in my favor. And it was so good. I really liked it. I can totally understand why people might not like it, because it does get pretty repetitive after a while, because it's kind of going over the same exact day every single time. It can feel a little like it's dragging, or if you need a bit more variety, this might not be the kind of book for you. I personally didn't feel like it dragged at all though. Like, I was fully invested the entire way through. I thought it was really exciting, and just watching like the subtle changes day to day was so much fun. And I don't really see what some of the other reviewers saw, but I guess I could kind of understand where they're coming from if this wasn't something that they were interested in. And there was also a little bit of romance, but when it comes to that, I kind of want a sequel, because while it was like a really interesting romance, I felt like I didn't get like full closure on it. So I kind of hope that there's a sequel. I could not find any information on if there's a sequel to this book anywhere, so I'm not sure if there's going to be one, but I kind of hope there will be, because I need more of these characters. I need more of the romance, and that's kind of where it reminded me a lot of A Winter's Promise, because in A Winter's Promise there is a little bit of romance, but it's very slow burn, and it's not like she ends up with anybody by the end of the book. So that's kind of where I saw a little bit of that like comparison there, which I really liked, because I don't feel like I see that all that often in like YA fantasy, or like any fantasy in general, especially when it has a romance in it. It usually feels like, you know, pretty resolved, especially if it's like a standalone fantasy. I can't even think of another standalone fantasy where I'm like, oh yeah, like the two people don't get together in the end. Like, it's so, I don't know, it just makes me feel like there's gonna be a sequel. So yeah, I really enjoyed this book. I know a lot of other people didn't really enjoy it, so that's totally fine, but I feel like if you have very similar tastes to me, then you might really enjoy this one. Also, I really enjoyed the writing style in this book. I thought it was beautiful. So many of like the turns of phrases that this author uses reminds me of Taylor Swift, which actually today is Taylor Swift's birthday. A little bit of a segue from this book to Taylor. It's her 34th birthday, so I'm not particularly doing anything for her birthday. I haven't even posted about it really either. I should though. I feel like I should, but I just didn't, I don't know, like I couldn't decide what I wanted to post, so I just haven't posted anything yet. Her tour movie did come out last night, and I haven't bought it yet. I don't know if I'm going to. We're gonna see. I did just start listening to A Study in Drowning by Ava Reed last night, and I am loving it. I'm already 17% of the way through, and oh my gosh, it is so good. I was a little bit nervous about starting this book and if I was going to like it because I didn't love The Wolf and the Woodsman. I felt kind of okay about it. It was fine. It was just very meh for me. So I was a little bit nervous about starting this one, but I'm actually really loving it. So I'm excited. I'm really glad that I have it physically as well. I did actually get it from Libro FM a little while ago, so now I have it physically and as an audiobook. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far, and it's like this really, like, it's kind of different than I expected it to be. It kind of reminds me a little bit of A River Enchanted, which I also liked this year. It kind of reminds me of actually two Rebecca Ross books, A River Enchanted and Divine Rivals. Kind of similar to both of those books, like, put together. So that's really exciting because I did really like A River Enchanted. I wasn't a huge fan of Divine Rivals, so I think this book is gonna have more of like the things that I liked about Divine Rivals and not the stuff that I wasn't super into. So yeah, I kind of feel like I want to go make myself an iced coffee. It is almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon and I've really only had lunch. I was about to say dinner. I'm like, I've not had dinner yet. I did do my hair, so it is clean and fresh, and actually the color is still looking so good. And I think that I'm just like, I'm overdoing the light brown. It just was not making my hair look very healthy. It was making my hair look so dry and dull and just not good. And seeing it now with like the darkness and like, yeah, there's a little bit of lightness at the ends, like that's totally fine. I don't think there's anything I can do about that, but like just keeping it closer to my natural hair color I feel like is such a better option because it makes it look so healthy. And it's really not any different in terms of like damage or anything compared to when it's lighter. It's just you can't see it quite as clearly as before. So I do like that a lot. Also, I just remembered that I need to open my advent calendar. I haven't done it in like days. Okay, so it's the 13th today. I think the last one I did was number 9. So that means that I need to open up number 10, which is right here. Let's try to open that one up. Number 10, day 10. That means we have, what, 3 to open? 10, 11, 12, 13. So 4. Oh my god, if this is gonna... There we go. It's a train. I love it. That's iconic. Okay, number 11. Number 11 is down here. They're all pretty close together, honestly. Like, I've noticed that this time around they're not like super jumbled. A lot of them are very close by to each other. Okay, I can't open number 11. Jeez. There we go. There we go, number 11. Ooh, I wonder what shape that is. Like, maybe a snowman? I don't know. I was right, it is a snowman with a little top hat. I love trying to guess all of the shapes. Okay, day 12. Ooh, day 12 is all the way up here. All the way by the 2 turtle doves. Ooh, I don't know what, oh, cupcake? Is it gonna be a cupcake of some sort? Yeah, cupcake, which I don't really associate Christmas with cupcakes, but okay. And then finally day 13. Let's see if I can find day 13. Okay, day 13 is over here. See how I said that they are all pretty close together? They really are. Okay, there we go. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Maybe a hat, possibly. A little like cap. Yeah, I think that this is a hat. Like a Santa hat, but it doesn't have like the little ball at the end, which is kind of like, does that even make it a Santa hat at that point? So yeah, we're like a little over halfway through this entire thing, right? Yeah, there's only 24 days, right? Or is there 25? I can never remember. Yeah, 24. So I don't know why I thought there was 25. Have I never opened an advent calendar before? So yay, now we have 4 whole pieces of chocolate to eat today. That's the best part about putting off opening my advent calendar, is I actually get to have a couple of pieces of chocolate instead of just one.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come 1 in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter. You gave me the soul I have today. Without you I never could have moved away. But now I see what you teach.
Okay, I put my hair up just because it's a lot easier to manage. But I actually got to around the 53% mark in A Study in Drowning. I picked up the book. I'd already put it away actually, so that's why I didn't show it to you earlier in the vlog. But I am loving this book so much. It is everything I could have asked for. It's so good so far. Seriously, like if you have not picked this book up yet, do it immediately. I feel like it's so different than I expected for it to be. And you know what? It's kind of reminding me of this one book that I read a few months ago. It's like called The Wishing something. Let me see if I can find it on my Goodreads, because then I can tell you exactly what it is. But it totally reminds me of that. The Wishing Game. It totally reminds me of that book. But it's a little bit darker and definitely more like dark academia focused compared to that one. I feel like The Wishing Game is so much more like fluffy and whimsical and light. This one is definitely a bit more dark and a bit more like focusing on the academic side of like a dark academia. And I feel like if you liked The Wolf and the Woodsman, this is going to be a very different vibe. But in my opinion, it's a lot better than that book. So if you liked that one, you might like this one even more. And if you didn't really like that book, this one might be the one to try out because it is so, so good. I promise I'm not exaggerating on how good this is. So yeah, I don't know if I have any other updates. I didn't really do anything for Taylor's birthday. I did really want to like bake or something, but I couldn't get to the store today, and I did go to the Dollar Tree, but they did not have any milk or butter, so couldn't do any baking, which is a little bit of a bummer, but we survive. I didn't have any eggs either, so I would have needed to buy those too. So it was just like a whole mess. I am out of everything. We did go to Dutch Bros and I did get an iced Kokomo latte, whatever it's called. I don't know. I love those. It's like my favorite flavor from Dutch Bros. And that is currently in the fridge because I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. I just wanted to end off today's Vlogmas and hopefully we are back on track. I'm gonna upload this tomorrow and the rest of Vlogmas will go smoothly. Let's all cross our fingers. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this day of Vlogmas, and if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads, Storygraph, TikTok. All the links are down below. Don't forget to check out the link to Ana Luisa, and I will see you all in tomorrow's Vlogmas. Bye!